Daddy's okay.
Marta.
Don't worry. Rain and the others are with him. Best thing we can do for him now is to find a doctor.
Yeah.
Let's hurry. Why? I just don't understand.
What's wrong?
I don't get it. Why would Richter want to make an organization like the Vanguard? He's a half-elf. Why would he care about the struggles between Silverant and Tethaala? It just doesn't make sense.
Emil, I'm sorry. I was in the Vanguard myself, but I didn't know anything. How could I have been so foolish?
No, I'm the one who was foolish. I hurt your father. I was only thinking of myself.
It was the only way for you to stop him. Rather than regret what's already done, let's do everything we can to help him.
You're right. Marta, are you okay?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cry. It's just... I've been afraid for so long. I was prepared to fight Daddy, but I was so scared. He's the only family I have. I know he's committed terrible crimes, and that he'll be paying for them for the rest of his life. But I'm so glad he's alive.
I'm glad too. I really am.
Thank you, Emil.
I can't believe this. I was using a girl to save myself. A girl who told me she loved me. It's cruel.
You may have been cruel, as Lord Ratatosk, that is.
Huh?
But the part of you that is Lord Emil has given everything to protect Lady Marta. And I detected no calculation or self-interest in that.
Tenebrae.
This is only one Centurion's impression.
Emil, Tenebrae said that memories can lie, and I agree with him.
Marta.
We all have a couple of misconceptions, or things we've convinced ourselves happened a certain way when they actually didn't. Memory isn't an exact science, but it's something we depend on. I mean, what else can we turn to in the end? But that doesn't mean that the journey you and I have shared so far is a lie. There's nothing false about it. I'm not sure the best way to say this, but the Emil I know is really Emil.
Thanks, Marta.
Daddy looked like he used to.
He's been freed from the effects of the core. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. His wounds will need time to heal, but the doctor says he's making a strong recovery.
Take good care of him.
I will. I've been thinking. After our journey's over and Daddy's well again, I want to help him make up for what he's done.
You really love him, don't you?
Of course.
First Dex and now Commander Brute. The effects of the cores are more dangerous than I thought.
But I can't imagine Persea would change that much from how she is now.
No, me neither.
Really? Many people tell me I've changed a lot from how I used to be.
You have?
Like how?
Well, I didn't speak as much, and I didn't show any emotion. I also laugh more than I did before, and I have more of an appetite. But I've been told my original personality before everything happened was more bright and cheery than now.
Huh?
The World Tree is the mana-producing tree that was born after the giant Carlon tree withered, correct? What is its name?
Well, that came out of the blue. Who cares? It's just a name, right?
If it has a name, I've never heard of it.
I'd like nothing more than to answer all your questions, Marta, my dear.
Zelos.
Don't worry, Persea. I won't break my promise to Martel.
Your promise to Martel? As in Martel the goddess?
Well, yeah, that's the one.
You met with Martel? That's incredible! I guess you really are the chosen of the church.
Martel helped us out quite a bit during our last journey.
No way! You actually got to meet a goddess?
Okay, one at a time. Settle down now.
What a clever way to change the subject.
I wonder what the guardian of the World Tree is like.
What will we do if he's mean and scary?
Come on, Colette, don't start. You're gonna make me all nervous.
I, for one, hope the guardian is a beautiful maiden. Come to think of it, I won't accept anything less.
At least you are consistent, chosen one.
Come on, rather than some buff axe-wielding dude, wouldn't you rather have a hottie guardian with a killer bod? I mean, I'd take an elegant petite guardian too, of course.
I hope the Guardian has paw pads.
Yes, I concur.
Remember, we are speaking of the guardian of the World Tree. It's probably something akin to a centurion, filled with knowledge of the ancient world.
A creature like me? Then that would mean...
The Guardian's really old.
So, to sum up, the Guardian is a wise old lady with a killer body and paw pads.
I really hope not.
You all knew the World Tree's name, but hid it from us.
Sorry, Mr. Tenabe.
I suppose I can forgive you. After all, the World Tree is no longer under the dominion of Lord Ratatosk. It has been entrusted to a new tree spirit.
Oh, right, which is apparently named Martel as well. Does it have some connection to the goddess Martel?
I wouldn't call it a connection. They're one and the same thing.
What?
Think of it this way. There was this woman worshipped as a goddess. She risked her life to regenerate the world, and then she was reborn as a tree spirit.
So the goddess became a summoned spirit? This world doesn't have a goddess anymore? What about the angels of Crucius?
I cannot say for certain whether or not any gods exist, but Crucius, the host of angels so revered by the Church of Martel, no longer exists in this world.
They set out for a destination much, much farther away than the heavens.
Then they abandoned humanity?
There comes a time when all children must fend for themselves. Perhaps we should think of ourselves as having reached adulthood.
I see. But now that we're without a goddess, what will become of the Church of Martel?
Jerry's still out on that one. They might go on worshipping a god that's no longer there, or maybe they'll change their focus to Martel in her spirit form. Whatever the case, the Church of Martel is on the decline. It may just fade away on its own.
Lloyd, do you have a moment?
Sure, what is it?
I existed in this world even before it was divided in two. This was before the existence of both Crucius and the goddess Martel, and naturally the religion founded in her name.
Right, I guess that makes sense. The Church of Martel wasn't formed until after the world split.
It was way back then that I first met a half-elf by the name of Martel. She had a brother, younger than she by some years. He was called Mythos, the boy now known as Mythos the Hero.
You met Mythos?
Yes, they were very close. At that time, they were searching for some way to save this world, the goddess Martel, Mythos the Hero. I cannot believe that the name of Mythos' sister was mere coincidence. Does this mean that the origin of the Church of Martel is...
Yes, it's just as you suspect.
Then the spirit of this new tree truly is the Martel I once knew.
It's not only Martel, though.
Whatever became of Mythos? Have you heard anything?
When we regenerated the world, Mythos lent us his power.
Is that true? Then where is he now?
Mythos became the World Tree, or at least that's what I believe.
Huh?
Sorry I couldn't say anything earlier.
Lloyd!
Hey, we figured you had your reasons, but still you gotta let us join in the fun too.
I plan to from now on.
Please count on us.
Besides, now that we're not spending all our time worrying about you, we can really focus on the task at hand.
I don't know. Having Lloyd with us might give us more to worry about than ever before.
What was that, Genus?
I believe you'll be forced to endure accusations and aspersions wherever we go. Are you up to it?
I'll just have to work to win back the trust I've lost one day at a time. I think that's all I can do.
And we'll be there to help you.
Hey, it's good to be back, everyone.
Lloyd, you're really something.
How so?
Well, I could be the being who might destroy this world, but you called me your friend. You put your trust in me.
There's nothing special about that. Besides, you're the one that's incredible.
Huh?
I've seen the way you lived in spite of what you are. That's how I know I was right to believe in you. I really like guys like you.
Really?
Well then, Lloyd, you should also live in a way that merits the trust of others.
Professor?
I recall giving you some homework 6 months ago. I assume you've completed all of it?
Professor, I'm 19 years old. I've memorized my multiplication tables. Haven't I studied enough?
Silence. Ever since the world was restored, you've done nothing but travel. You have yet to finish the curriculum. I will see that you finish what you've started.
Come on.
Lloyd. So the Guardian of the World Tree?
Ewan.
Right, Ewan. Is he an acquaintance?
We crossed paths when we were restoring the world.
He always looks a bit cross, but he's really doing all he can to find happiness.
Actually, Colette, that's not exactly...
I think I know what you mean. He looks like he doesn't have much happiness in his life.
Really?
That's one way to say it. You could also say the guy's just got no luck.
Hey guys, let's stop talking about him behind his back, okay? Don't forget, he helped us out quite a bit.
Then again, he's caused his fair share of trouble, too.
Sounds like a pretty complicated guy.
I guess good looks aren't everything. So, Presea, you have a thing for paw pads?
Yes, I like how soft and springy they are. Regal and I are members of the Paw Pad Playmate Society.
Yes.
Huh? What the heck is that?
It's a recreational club sponsored by the Lezareno Group.
Oh, sign me up too!
We'd love to have you, Genus.
They even have a paw pad club.
I guess the Lezareno company is not to be trifled with.